Guys, it's been a month. It's been a month! A month with no Wii U! I can't even imagine it. Yes! Missed these fucking drums. Missed this funny little picture on the Wii U gamepad. These are like all things that I've like observed before, but they're fresh to me all over again because a month-long hiatus tends to do that to people. No Wii U? That's fine. I went my whole life without it. Well then, a life you have not lived until you... I don't know if it's the same owning a Wii U now versus like when that's all there was, you know? I feel like people who are really into the Wii U now are like just contrarians who hate the Switch for one reason or another. But like, this is kind of something that I was talking about the other time when like, man, Nintendo now isn't the same as it used to be back in the good old days. I think I'm gonna add, during the news update, a little tweak to what I kind of was saying. And that's like, in some ways, it felt better to be a Nintendo fan then than it did now. In terms of, you know, all those things that I was talking about. Or I assumed that I talked about last time. Like virtual console support, brand new IPs, cool features like Miiverse, them actually trying to give the consumers a deal, Iwata taking pay cuts when things didn't go well, you know? Like, you can argue the quality of the games, but to be a fan, I don't feel good being a fan in the Switch era, that's all I'll say. Anyways, I don't know if we're gonna do any of the multiplayer tonight. I might just jump straight into the campaign, because a lot's happened in this past month that I would love to catch up on. And I guess in the single-player campaign, I can kind of just, like, stop and think. I'm, like, looking way up. Well, there's a funny kitsune up there, so... Wait a second. Wait a second! I'm a whore! This is the wrong user profile. Oh, it didn't make me do the update this time. Okay, I guess... Weird. Just because I switched accounts, you'd think that would happen again anyways, but... Guess I'm lucky. You have 2 accounts? Yeah, this is kind of Breath of the Wild-like, in that... The single-player campaign is, like, linked to the user profile on Wii U. So if I want to do a stream of the single-player stuff from scratch, I can't just start a new file, I have to do it through a new profile. But that's okay, because I got to make a bald bastard me child. Hey Griffin, before you get the stream in full swing, quick question. Are you planning a Galaxy Gallery soon? I've got art, but I'm probably gonna save it if you're planning that. That's a good question. I guess we can start with that in terms of things that, like, happened since last time, is that, my iPad came in. My iPad Pro, my M1 iPad that I ordered. And I've been drawing a lot with it for the past little while. You know, for the longest time, switching from a trackpad drawing experience to, you know, a proper drawing tablet, that's always been, like, a theoretical thing, right? Where it's just like, oh, it feels better to do this whenever I, like, have gotten the chance to try somebody else's for a few minutes. But, like, beginning to end starting projects, and then, like, finishing shit, and then, like, not feeling drained, and then wanting to keep doing more art, and also, like, being able to do it in a reclined, comfortable position, and not feeling, like, in physical pain, it's such a relief. It's such a massive change. As far as Key Week stuff goes, this is a banger. I might already, because if I do another Galaxy Gallery, I want it to be Keaton related, but I might already be too far along with the 7 things that I have. I mean, Galaxy Galleries from now on will definitely be with the iPad, but in terms of one happening anytime soon, I don't know, actually. I'm gonna get you! Why is the camera, like, getting stuck? The geometry was invisible, but the camera still, like, isn't allowed to touch it. Oh. That was very lucky. See, if I had, like, the squid roll with the dualies, things would be so much different. I'd be zip-zapping all over the place. Hey, speaking of I haven't streamed in, like, a month, how is the audio? Because I need to, like, make sure everything's, like, configured correctly. I guess the equivalent, if I want to, like, quickly move side to side, is, like, zipping in and out of the ink. It's a mindset that I've got to get back into. Splatoon 1 or not, it's not exactly like I was experienced with Splatoon 2 much beforehand. Oh god, these little pinball boys! Whoa! I think I just got the fish egg from that. That dude went flying! And now so shall I. I think I'm supposed to do this. See, if you, like, slowly just repeatedly hop, you will eventually reach your goal. It'll, like, slowly extend the path by a little bit each time you try. Oh. Maybe that's not the way I'm supposed to go. Maybe there's, like, a very specific hole that I have to find. I'll send art tonight then. Keep a lookout for that. Thank you, I will. I'm looking forward to it. Which is literally what you told me to do, so... Sounds like a good balance to me. You're louder than the game, but not too much. I like being too much, but I'm looking at the bars right now. It seems okay. But if at any point these, like, explosions and sound effects get louder than my voice, you've got to let me know. Because so often I leave shit louder than my voice, and I come to regret it. But nobody says anything. So, like, if you have the slightest inclination, if you have the slightest inclination, you gotta let me know. Because if the game's too quiet and my voice is, like, you know, at least it's audible, right? But if it's the other way around, you can't even hear what I'm saying. And then, what are we even here for? Ooh. This is very, very squicky. These thin walkways. Where do I go from here? Whoa. Okay. Being this is stressful enough without being attacked! Okay. So much for the single player levels letting me stop and think, collect my thoughts, my god. That dude's called the Squiffer, right? I didn't know if there was ground at the top! This is such anxiety. This is what going through life feels like. Because there's a path, but you can't find it until you're close. So you gotta take the walk of faith. You gotta walk side by side with Jesus' footsteps on the beach. I haven't been on desktop watching you since, like, last August, but I'm back on it again so I can tell a lot easier. Ah. Let me pop! Ooh, that's cool. Now this is my kind of path. Everything has been decided for me. Happy Gay Pride, Keaton plans Griffin. Well, I'm happy to report that the last time we were kind of talking about Keat Week, this was a pre-iPad world where I'm like, man, I've got all this pain and, like, I'm trying to take it easy. Who knows if there'll even be a Keat Week this year, you know? But I've been learning Procreate. That's what I've been using on the iPad for art. Beforehand, I was planning on using desktop Photoshop and then using the sidecar feature on Mac, which would just be using, like, desktop Photoshop with my iPad acting as kind of a Cintiq display instead of, like, a standalone iOS device. And I tried that with one of the Keat Week projects, and the line art came out looking really weird, just, like, nowhere near as smooth as Procreate. And I'll probably, like, still release it, because, like, I did all of the line art, and it's, like, you can't tell that badly if you, like, if you're looking at it at, like, a normal zoom level. Yes! I love my funny burps, and I get a bonus for keeping the armor. I think that one has the line art and the shading. or the line art and the flat color done, but it still needs to be shaded. And I think that might be the only one, that's like the most unfinished one that I have. I think everything else is shaded. I want to do backgrounds for a good deal more of them. But yeah, I'd say we're like very easily looking at a full week of Keat Week, as God intended. Oh, this is where the boss is. Oh, aren't these like numbered? I'd been like making a point of, hadn't I? That was 11. I don't even know which one is which. Let's check the Sunken Scrolls, by the way. If I even have any. Oh, no. Oh, my God. So that was 11. I don't know. It's too late now. I wonder where the scroll could have been. In all fairness, though, I wasn't even thinking about it. See, but here's the thing, though, is that, like, on top of Keat Week being as close to done as it is, we're also looking at, I just today finished, I revisited my old, Mephiles Gajinka from, 2019 is when I streamed 06, so it would have had to have been then. But I think it looks fucking awesome. I'll probably, like, drop that after Keat Week, but, like, it's so cool! Like, I get it now. Like, I always look at other artists, and I'm like, man, you make art so fast. I wish I could be like you. And, like, this stuff that used to take me weeks takes me days, if not, like, hours. Like, before the iPad was part of the conversation, and I was budgeting out Keat Week as if it was still going to be something that I did entirely with a trackpad, I'm like, okay, well, I'll reserve a few days for the line art, and then a few days for the color, and then a few days for the shading. And I can get, like, all the line art done in, like, an hour, and I can get all the flats done in, like, an hour. Like, it's... I don't know. It feels very freeing, I suppose. Oh, I think I'm starting to get a hold of the gimmick here. We also got the same I was gonna say song or track, and I guess my brain just decided to say tronk. See, I gotta be so much more thorough now. I gotta, like, if there's boxes, I gotta, like, find all of them. I gotta leave no scroll unturned. Can I reach that? I can. Are there, weapon options in the Splatoon 1 single player, or is that... Because there's the amiibo missions where you do the single player... I think it is all just, like, this one weapon type. I think Splatoon 2 is what introduced, like, different weapons for different missions. The fact that I, like, assumed otherwise, though, kind of says a lot, though, doesn't it? Because for a single-player campaign that's, like, meant to, like, teach you, like, a diverse set of, like, you know, you'll be able, by the time you come out of the single-player campaign, you'll kind of get a vibe for, like, what you like and what you don't. Ooh! One more time around, come on. That was sneaky. But this one doesn't really do that, and I say this as somebody who, like, hates choices. You'd think that because I'm only ever using this one, like, all-rounder weapon the entire time, that I'd love this. And it's, like, fine. I just think that Splatoon 2 definitely, like, proved a better way, you know? Oh, that's too far away. Oh, there's ground here. Ooh. This is so perilous! Lucky for me, I love peril. Wait a second. I can go all the way to the corner. Griffin, are you gonna play Skyward Sword on Switch? I'm not playing a damn thing on Switch as it currently stands because my Switch is still broken. And I keep waiting for them to announce the Switch Pro, but they don't! Hi, Funny Fish. I forgot the scroll again, but that's okay. I've already, like, missed several, so Maybe by the end of this, there's like an online compilation of all the scrolls, and that'll be a better idea. Okay. The sunken scrolls on the gamepad. Oh, this is a nice user interface, and then you can flip through the pages. Actually, wait. I am proven wrong. There actually is no swipe gesture that flips the pages, sadly. Captain Toad had like a really good like touchscreen simulated book effect. Like you could do that thing that you do with books. Such a funny way to phrase it. Where you like run your thumb, like you create tension, you pull the pages taut, and then you like slide your thumb across them, and then the book goes like, you know, you flip the pages like that. You can do that in the book in Captain Toad, and it feels really satisfying to do. The bookmarks menu on the Wii U web browser might also do that, but I'm not sure. This looks awfully kettleish. I didn't see what number that was. Imagine expecting them to actually announce that before E3. I still stand by that theory. This skybox is awesome. Is that like thread? Like a spool of thread up there or something? Because the reasoning that I've heard in the rumors is that the reason they would announce new hardware before E3 is because, you know, Ubisoft's gonna have, you know, their shit, and all these other big developers, and they're gonna want to talk about whatever games, if any, are coming to Switch, right? And with the PS5 and Xbox Series X, is that what it's called even? I think it's Series S and Series X, right? I remember this stage. With those on the scene now, the gulf between other platforms and the Switch is gonna get even wider. So it's more possible now than ever before that there are going to be games that can only run on the Switch Pro and not the original Switch. And if they have, let's say Ubisoft has, you know, a version of their latest and greatest game that's gonna have a Switch version, then if they say, oh yeah, and also it's coming to Switch at the end of a trailer or whatever, but it can only run on the newer Switch, then that's a problem, because Nintendo's E3 is at the very end. So either they specify, oh yeah, this is only on the Switch Pro, and they end up announcing the Switch Pro before Nintendo does, which they do not want, I don't think. Or they just have to say coming to Switch and be non-specific about it. And then people, like that's a lie. And people are like, oh, awesome, I can't wait to play this game on my standard Switch, and then they just actually can't. That's the way I see it. It makes sense to me. We've still got plenty more time between now and E3. It's weekdays again. If I'm around in the morning, you know I'm gonna be waiting around for 10 minutes around 8 AM, waiting for that Switch Pro. And one of these days, maybe it won't be before E3, maybe it'll be after E3, I'll still be around. And eventually there will be a new Nintendo piece of hardware. Wait, what? And I will be proven right. This makes no goddamn sense. Oh, they have like, I don't know why I wanted to call them gushers, but like geysers on top. What? No. See, now this one didn't turn around. I see. So, what in the world? That was a terrible idea! Griffin, what do you think a Keaton-themed tea would taste like? I don't know what regular tea tastes like, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. I've never had tea before. Is it possible I could, like, throw something? I don't know. I don't think I even need to shoot that. Like, if I just jump up and then, like, turn right? Yeah, okay. A sunken scroll, Luigi. So then I have this, and I should be able to jump onto this. Ooh. I hate that. That makes my stomach drop so hard. No, never. I don't follow Nintendo news much, honestly, so all Switch Pro discussion just reminds me of that Always Sunny's Charlie theory board. I mean, the usual, like, standard fare of leakers is, like, one thing. If that's all kind of the smoke that there was, then I would understand why people would be like, probably a whole bunch of nothing. But, like, even reputable sources like Bloomberg are saying, yeah, Nintendo's working on a Switch Pro. Here's what's going to be different about it. Here's going to be the new features it's going to have. This is going to be the form factor. This is the compatibility. Like, you know, that sounds a lot more reputable to me than what random people on Twitter say, so I don't know when they're going to announce it necessarily, but it makes sense to do it before E3. Especially because the Switch Lite was not announced at E3. Now, in all fairness, Switch Lite was after E3, but non-E3 nonetheless. So I don't know. I think there's too much smoke for there not... You know what they say? Where there's smoke, there's Switch Pro announcements. Oh, this isn't a launch pad. This is a fan. See? It really does feel better to be a fan during the Wii U era. The Nintendo Switch Pro is the John Locke conspiracy for people who really like Pikmin. Also, you're in Canada. Do you guys generally like Tim Hortons? I've only ever heard Americans like it. I have never had Tim Hortons. I don't really like... When it comes to restaurants, for me personally, being celiac, like, really limits your options. Like, a lot of what you get at Tim Hortons is, like, gluten-y shit. Like, oh yeah, here's, like, a little, like, pastry snack to have with your coffee. And I'm not a coffee guy, so I'm not into it for that reason. But, whoa, this is Pac-Man. This is 3D Pac-Man. But by definition, I'm kind of, like, excluded from that, you know? Like, that just is gotta be gluten, no matter what. I know there's an arrow. I just want to get the funny bubbles. Okay. So, I've got to find... I mean, I guess this is why I'm being pointed. But one of these walls has got to be inkable. For me to get up onto this, like, next layer. Or... Wait, what? I guess I'm not supposed to be on top of any of that stuff. Oh, but I am supposed to be... Wait, what? But, no. There are too many secrets to say goodbye to, I say. By secrets, I mean, like, the barest minimum of collectible. Griffin, do you think Banjo and Keaton would be friends? I don't know. Do bears and wolves get along in real life? In real life? The first battles of the Great War ended in victory for the Octarian forces. The diligent Octarians easily dominated the Inklings, who were unable to wake up early enough in the morning to defend themselves. That's me, when I can't wake up early enough, and then they announce the Switch Pro while I'm asleep. I think it's so funny. Maybe funny's not the right word, but I slept through the entirety of the January 6th insurrection, and then I woke up and I'm like, oh, hey guys, did I miss anything? Octoling assault, skirmish at the skate park. Also, did you see the Glory Society is hiring for a Unity dev position? I don't know what the Glory Society is, and I also don't know what Unity is. Oh, it's gonna be one of these, Octolings Ahoy. I wonder where they're gonna hide the scroll on this one. They always find fun spots to, like, squirrel away something, but lucky for me, I know Black Belly Skate Park like the back of my squid hand. I think it's gonna be up on a ledge like this. Like, you're gonna get to the end, and then you're gonna want to go around like that. But, like, on the enemy side. That's my theory. That's my game theory. There's, like, even a little breadcrumb trail of eggs. When I wake up, first thing I do, murder. Glory Society is the game dev co-op started by the Night in the Woods devs. Oh, cool! Dang, Zuka! Aw, I miss these specials, you guys. I really, really do. But whose will? There is a box in the place that I said it would be. I wonder if that's just, like, actual intuition? Or, like, there was a part of me that, like, vividly remembered that. That is the scroll. Am I just trying to get to the end, or do I have to clear out all the Octolings? No, that's just the end of the stage. I'm cool with that. Wait a second. I'm like out of bounds though. What happens if I just jump off of this? Because there's no invisible wall. It does let you. Whoa. There's no collision on any of this. The ink just kind of passes through. These stages really do have like nice backgrounds. I have never once taken a moment to admire these like featureless cars. And the wheels aren't turning! The wheels on these cars don't turn! Look at this! Let's find like a slower moving one. It's just like skidding across the ground. That's not the lyrics. I watched the 2004 Fat Albert movie the other day, which I feel like I've brought up a lot because the only thing I remember about it is when the bullies show up and they're like, nah, 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 gotta have a bad time. And then the Fat Albert's friends are like, stop, stop, you're ruining the song! And they're like getting like really upset. Why? Because it was on YouTube Movies and then Naz like forced me to. But it was like, it's the right kind of weird for me. I enjoyed my time. Lady Luck shunned down on the Inklings, and historians today agree that the Inklings' victory over the Octarians was mostly due to their superior number of limbs. Okay, well, if octopuses have 8, how many do squids have? Like, there's something where, like, if you count the amount of, like, tentacles that Inklings have, like, it adds up to a number. I think, like, you got the 2 on top, obviously, and then maybe, like, the ones on the bottom all count as, like, that's +4. I don't know. Yes! I love this track! Hey, Griffin, are you alright? He's gonna watch the Fred movies next? I was only able to watch the Fat Albert one. That's on YouTube Movies for free, but only in the US, so that had to be screen shared for me. I did also watch the Fred movies as a kid, back when I thought Fred was funny. So, you know. I feel like I remember more of the Fred movie, though, than I do of the Fat Albert live-action movie. Whoa. That's cool. But, are there boxes? This is the question. Oh, I get it. You're, like, constantly getting into, like, positions. Okay. This is fun. Nice one, bucko. Did you hear about the iCarly reboot? Spencer says swears Jerry Trainor didn't age at all. I could not care less about the iCarly reboot. I was like, I thought it was fine. Like, I did see some of it when it came out. But personally, I have, like, no appetite for, like, reboots of that kind. And, like, I feel like a lot of shows do this nowadays. Where it's like, oh yeah, it's the cast you know and love. But, like, 20 years later, and there's always, like, one person who there's, like, bad blood with. And, like, just is erased from history. And, like, this iCarly thing is no different. I don't know. Whatever fill I could have wanted of iCarly, like, I have it, I think. Speaking of, though, oh shit! My brain! If you haven't heard, like, why Jeanette McCurdy isn't on, like, the new incarnation of the show, the behind-the-scenes stuff on that is actually really interesting. There's been like some interviews she's done talking about her experience on that show, and it's really eye-opening. That's water. That's liquid. That's scary. Is that like the first time there's been liquid? I guess I'm supposed to drop down onto this centerpiece. Oh, I wonder if there's, like, I want to see somebody get, like, all of these guys on, like, one cycle of this thing. I mean, I guess they gave you 2 for a reason, but if you're, like, super good at aiming, you could definitely get them all in one go. I've seen recently some, Why? Why is there, like, ice cream truck music here? Why? Cool, but why? There's something the audio engineers on Splatoon didn't tell us, and it's a secret that's still hidden from us to this day. It's always for a reason you can never blame them for? Yeah, totally. I don't know if there... I might have had a thought before I got distracted by the ice cream truck music, but that's just, like, gone now. I'm sorry. With the creatures of the surface driven to extinction by rising sea levels, the ancestors of the Inklings were free to haul their 10-legged bodies up onto the abandoned land. This is how the mollusk era began. Guys, wait a second! I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with, like, the tentacles, but then the hands, the arms, and the legs, that's another 4. That adds up to 10. That's the lore right there. Now I know. Now we have the answers. I wonder if there's one, like, at the bottom of all this. I feel like there's gotta be. I've got great Splatoon instincts tonight, just saying. Maybe there's spider people. It's the Gangnam Style song. Also, oh my god! I completely forgot about this map. I remember when this game first launched and it only had like a small selection of maps. This map was like in the single player mode. Like you could play it before it was in the multiplayer. I'm trying to think if there were like any other maps that were like that, but I'm drawing a blank. All I know is Flounder Heights, and all I want is Flounder Heights. But that was like one of the last ones they came out with, so probably not. That's cute. Bonk. I just want a game about flopping, man. Yeah, the guys are like, got them. That's cool. Oops. Let's see. I always want to make sure that I don't miss the scroll on these maps. Well, now I didn't. Nope. Yeah, that's a fun way to take these guys out. I don't think there are any, like these guys, I don't think these guys are in the actual, like, multiplayer version of this, though. I could use armor, I suppose. Feels great to use, doesn't feel so great to be on the receiving end. I'm glad that they're just, like, setting up more of this shit to do. Just for funsies. See, I want to see if I can, like, get this guy with it, though. Like, if I can just set this off and then, like... No? That's a little disappointing. I think the guys who got them that time. Yeah, that one was still, like, running for a second. Huh, neat. And then that should be the last one in this, like, island or whatever this section is. Let's see. What else have I been up to over the hiatus? I did remember a thing, but I'll read this first. This is the only existing photograph of the legendary Squidbeak Splatoon. The young man folding his arms appears to be the leader. When this picture was taken, the Great Turf War had been raging on for over a year. Yeah, there was a new highlights video that came out a couple of days ago. That was something that I had also been working on. I was hoping, actually, to start Black and White 2 on the anniversary, but because that kind of June 4th was, you know, while I still wasn't able to stream, wait. I don't know why it's so hard for me to follow the giant obvious arrows. Like, my brain does everything to, like, filter it out. But getting the highlights done and out by then felt really good. So I don't know when I'll get around to that. Maybe on the anniversary of me finishing Black and White 1? I don't know. Because, like, there's, like, a lot of other stuff that I've, like, got lined up for the schedule. I've found some cool stuff over the past month that I'm, like, planning to do. So I guess once I'm done with, like, Splatoon, you know, look forward to cool shit. Anyways, time to roll with the punches. Hey, Griffin, can I post something horny real quick? Well, Jackie, I trust you. Please do not abuse this trust. I don't remember this one. I don't know who this is. But I know enough that to learn my lesson. To get a good basis of ink. Like, they definitely do that on purpose to give you, like, a second to sort things out. Oh, it's a pride key. That is something gay. Thank you, Jackie. Well, I don't remember you, but you're a funny guy. Hold on. Oh, I think you have to, like, get a lot of ink out, and then, like, if there's enough of it, then it'll, like, sink and slow down. Yes! Alright, that's a fun concept. I'm into it. Squeaky. Oh no! It's the King Boo arena from Mario Sunshine! Alright, come on, little Inkling friend. We've got to find... Is this gonna work? Oh, just barely not enough! I love that that animation changes based on how close you are to getting it. We gotta find a purple square to ground pound on. This is so life or death. I wonder if it's a better idea or not to, like, do it on the outskirts. No, because they're constantly spreading ink on the outskirts. Oh, just barely! Whew! I don't know why I forgot about this one. This is a really, really fun mechanic. Now there's like an uninkable surface. Look at all the gears you can see underneath. That's cool. Oh, there's no way I'm ready for this right now. And it's like an atomic symbol, so it's like hard to get enough ground like laid out. Like none of these like triangular points are like parallel to each other. So it's kind of weird. Although you can certainly try! At least most of the purple went over the glass. Yeah, you've got to find a way to, like, connect it to the back, or you just won't have anything to work with. This is a good amount of ground right now, though. Ugh, it's not a very good lineup, though. Or is it? It's, like, submerged in the glass. Is this, like... Isn't this, like... the way these... I don't know what you would call them. Trusses? Like, the lines. Isn't this, like, how a soccer ball is? Because it's, like, octagons. And then it's pentagons in this, like, specific pattern. Octagon! Stop! Not now, Elmo. I'm playing Splatoon. Stop! Hot dang, Agent 3! You're on fire! But I've got a bad feeling about... Well, I'll just go take a quick look for myself. By the way, I've been meaning to introduce you to Agents 1 and 2. Once we're all assembled, I'll bake some crabby cakes. Cuttlefish. No. You? It can't be! Time to face the music, old-timer. Wait! Grar. Stop! No! Scratch 1, cuttlefish. That's how my organs are patterned? Jackie, did you eat a soccer ball? Did you, Great job, Jackie. You ate all the balls. Now we can't play. I hope you're happy for what you did. I have never regretted having that in OBS. I've removed much over the years. That's staying. Anti-Octopus Weapon Blueprints. Designer. And Moses Schellendorf. Ammonites. Booyah Base. 1F. Inkopolis. 111. Broken glass. An Inkling's favorite snack. No, I hate you. I hate you, 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 I hate... And then it just scrolls off the edge of the page. Ooh! Guys, Splatoon 1 single player is kind of underrated. Look, I'm, like, enjoying myself right now, like, a lot. It looks like we have 2 more worlds left. We're only, like, 40 minutes along. Maybe we'll finish tonight? I don't know. I'm always down for, like a nice 2-parter. Even though it takes, like, like a month to do between those 2 parts. And then when, they shut down the servers for this, there can be, like a nice, like... Is there not? Huh? I feel like I want to go back down here. This is Pianta Village. Wait a second. Here we go. But that can be like when we do part 3. I really don't care about doing it by the numbers. I'm just going to do Propeller-Led Fortress Spin to win. I do love spinning. And I do love winning. Oh, that's what else I was gonna say. In terms of, like, big things that have happened while I've been off. Big progress on the games front. Because There's a lot I have to say, but every time I have news to share on the subject, I'm not sure whether or not I should share it. Let's just say that I'm close to talking about what I need to talk about anyways, so I don't think it's worth spoiling. Wink, wink. I feel like raising these walls was a bad idea, because, like, then it creates these, like, narrow corridors that these guys actually become more threatening in. The more walls that they can, like, bounce off of, the worse. But yeah, there's been, like, a couple of problems that I was having, but Tyler was helping me solve them, and now I'm popping off. Because that's where I've been with that for the last little while, is that, like, oh man, I have so much I want to talk about, but I can't talk about it because of this, like, other shit that's in the way, and now that other shit's out of the way, so... I haven't, like, necessarily put anything together in terms of, like, stuff that you guys will see as part of, like, you know, an announcement, but the fact that I'm ready to is the news, I suppose. I mean, I'm probably going to be busy streaming throughout this week, but the next time I find myself with some time to take off, hopefully not a month's worth of it, maybe there'll be something to look forward to, who knows? Oh, I love these things. Oh, is this going to be like a big blast on the fan? Big blast on the fan sounds like a Mario 64, like, mission name. Do you plan on playing Guilty Gear Strive? Probably not. I'm not much of a fighting game guy outside of Smash. I feel like in order to enjoy most fighting games, you have to be, like, good at them. And that's why I like Smash, and that's also why all of my friends who take Smash way too seriously are no fun to play with. I'm, like, the only person in my friend group that, like, likes items on and plays on more than 3 out of the 103+ stages. Oh, fuck. However, for what it's worth, I will say that there are extremely handsome men in that game, and I mean, I don't know if I'll play it, but, you know, shout out to those dudes. I don't know their names, but I can think of them off the top of my head right now. Like, I can see them in my mind's yaoi eye. I mean, I've got the scroll. There's no need to dawdle anymore, I don't think. But neither of these goes high enough. Someone else is here. Maybe I have to, like, get rid of them first. Yeah, that's the situation. Oh, I love the seaweed design. I forgot about these versions, like the Elite Octolings. Ah, these ones are so cool. If I were to make like an Octoling OC, I want to go like super in on that. Let me see if I can shoot this box from afar. Cause there we go. I wanted to jump down, but I didn't know if I could like make that gap or not, and I was really afraid. It's a good thing I figured out that it was just an egg, or I'd be in big trouble. There's like, I don't know, there's a guy with like huge boobies, and he's got like brown hair, and he like wears a lot of red. Hold up, the gamepad just says look at the TV, so I can't rotate the controller, but if I turn my head, crackle, crackle. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? You're holding that upside down. Oh, Agent 1 of the new Squid Week Splatoon reporting in. Guys, I love Agent 1. That's Soul Bad Guy. Okay, the other one I'm thinking of is like blonde, And I think his, like, motif is, like, more white and blue, but I think he also has huge titties. I don't know. Agent 2 also reporting in. We got an SOS from Captain Cuttlefish. Are you Agent 3? Don't worry, we're your new support team. Yep, we're taking over for the Captain. Well, we're gonna try. But we've gotta hurry, or the Captain is as good as sushi. Let's roll, Agent 3. Let's scroll. Hey, I would roll if you guys would give me a single roller mission. That's Kai. Okay, those two can get it. Before the Great Turf War, there were amicable relations between the Inklings and the Octarians. They couldn't have dreamed that rising sea levels would force them to battle fiercely over the remaining territory. What a weird, unrelatable story. Good thing that'll never happen in our world. I wanted that so badly. Oh hey, now is as good a time as any. Here's a channel that I've gotten into lately. I don't know if they, like, go by this exact name on YouTube, but, Rassicast. They do, like, Splatoon lore videos. They just finished up a 3-parter of, like, all the backstory between, like, all the different bands. And there's, like, a ton of, like, untranslated content that you probably, like, wouldn't see otherwise, but Rassicast finds a way. Octoling Uprising. Ooh, I love this shade of ink. Yeah, these were already introduced to me, with no cutscene necessary, but okay. It's weird that we're doing this bit where we're using a multiplayer stage for a single-player mission, like, the same stage twice in a row, you know? Like, I don't think we've done, like, Urgent Underpass, or, you know, anything like that yet, have we? I'd need more into something like that. These guys, like, are way more of a force to be reckoned with than, like, the Ink Strike guys. Because that at least, like, gives you... It's devastating, but you have time to react, always. I wonder what the scrolls are going to be this time around. No! You ruined the pretty picture! I wanted to see what the pretty picture was! Okay, checkpoint. Always gotta make sure. Not leaving anything behind. Not now, Agent 2. I'm saving it for a rainy day. For when it is raining ink. That was a horrifying Octoling death noise. It's tragic. I keep thinking that these are going to be scrolls, but they never are. This map's got a bizarre layout, though. I'll say that much. I'm like not used to it at all. It's got to be here. It's got to be here. Take a turn. Why? Also, I'm, like, overriding these specials with just, like, additional specials, so probably not the best idea, actually. I wonder where it is. I'm kind of running out of scrollable turf. I didn't even see that one coming! Okay, well, now that I know that it's not those boxes, I can cut to the chase. I can't hop up the stairs fast enough! Wait, is there a box down here? I don't have the scroll. I don't want to do this yet. I want to find the scroll first. Hold up. There's only so many places they could possibly hide it. I get it. As is right now, whenever I get in, like, an encounter, I always just, like, charge forwards. And that could not more obviously not be the solution. Like, the way to go is to strafe side to side, because then you'll actually, like, avoid shit. Wait a second, I see it, I see it, I see it. Luckily, it's nearby. Okay. Look at this sneaky shit. How dare they? Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's a little easier to do as a squib, but it's still not exactly an easy shape to make your way around. Phew. Usually those are kind of the freebies, but that one was like stressful as fuck. Squid Squad's new album, Fresh Kids, takes your trademark squid core sound to a whole new level. Critics call it an oral buffet of squiddosyncratic psychedelicacy, the perfect theme for any turf war. On sale now. I think there's a poster similar to like at least those silhouettes in the little boot screen when you fire up the game for the Wii U menu. Let's see. Maybe there's something up there that I haven't like taken a look at yet. Could be. Oh, this one's weird. Okay. See, I was like spraying around, and like, but if I drop down by a level and then, there it is, unwelcome flying object. Oh, speaking of the ink strike, guys, here we are back to back with one of these, and it is on Urchin Underpass. I'm getting everything that I asked for tonight. Oh, snippy snaps. Did they bring this one back for Splatoon 2, or am I thinking of a different stage, maybe? Like, did they make one similar to Urchin Underpass? No, I don't think they brought this back. I think the reason I actually feel like I should be familiar with it is because of the Mario Kart 8 stage that's based on it. Like, as soon as I, like, went into these, like, side areas, I was, like, immediately like, yes. God, this art is so cool. I wish I could draw like that on the gamepad, but now I can on my iPad. It's really you can't actually, like, knock these traffic cones out of the way. Like, they're not physics props. Alright, you asked for it. And I have to keep an eye out for wherever the, scroll's gonna be. Because this is the halfway point now. This is the part where it becomes symmetrical. Probably this way if I had to hazard a guess. They even have, like, a giant spotlight on it. That was a jump scare. They tried to trick me, and I am untrickable. The lighting on those guys looks so ominous. Okay. Wait, sponges! Sea-peg Harold's die! Wow, Griffin's pretty good at double sweet impressions. Oh! I went into the blast off thingy. I think Callie just called it a launch pad. I mean, Agent One. Listen, if even the characters, like, in the in-game dialogue are, like, occasionally forgetting their, like, covers, then so can I think. Anyways, all I was gonna say is that I blasted off of the launch pad, like, as soon as I got hit by an ink strike. And I barely lived to tell the tale. We might actually be already done with this world pretty soon. I don't think there's too many more tea kettles. Yeah, based on, like, where we are in the book. What is this? It looks just like the proprietor of that shoe shop. Could there have been an ancient creature that consumed prawns as food? A terrifying thought indeed. I miss Sean. He didn't go anywhere, I just like thinking about him. No, we have 3 more. I guess that just where it was numbered was fairly late in the sequence. But not for long. feel like we've already explored most of the underside. Oh, they're gonna pull this gimmick on me twice! Ooh! Oh, the aesthetic of this one is really pretty. I don't see why the Octarians have to be so angry about living in a little cave with a TV sky. This looks like a place I would love to be. Oh god, these guys. Remember the, we might have talked about this last time, but it's been a month, so I have no idea. Where there was, like, a ton of unfinished content that they showed off in the trailer for Splatoon 1 single-player mode. And those Octo Sniper guys specifically had, like... There were, like, GIMP versions of them in the trailer. Like, I don't know if I can, like, find an image, but... You may say, Griffin, why would you call them that? And to that I say, if you saw what they looked like, you would say the exact same thing. You would understand. Oh, there's more! Yes, I love secrets! I love, like, the wooden materials and, like, the ropes and stuff for a change. So much of Splatoon's environments are, like, these, you know, urban jungle concrete environments, and like it's always so refreshing to see like other materials in Splatoon stages, especially in Splatoon 2, because I talked about this to no end, but the wood in that game looks so goddamn good. It's so glossy and reflection-y. Makes you want to put some sneakers on and go squeak squeak on the floor. What if I can do this? Oh, that's cool. There's even like a fence there, so I think that's actually kind of the intended approach. I think I just like clipped through the roof of that. Yeah, there's no exit point on that. I just like went through it. That's really funny. Oh shit. Don't want to hide in that, because then we get shrunk on. Yeah, you gotta be fast with it. See, this is what I'm talking about. Nice. That felt good. That was a fun puzzle. Whoa! Oh god, just like getting a glimpse of this like final stretch. That's a lot of Octo Snipers. I'm just gonna like go blind. I'm gonna go nuts. And I'm actually gonna dodge every single one for an additional epic challenge. Clenching so hard. I had no idea if I was actually gonna get away with that or not. Oh my god, that was so close. That was kind of incredible. These two cousins from Calamari County won Inkopolis' first annual youth folk singing contest. Their remarkable voices earned them a standing ovation from all present and catapulted them into the spotlight. Oh, I wonder who those cousins could be. So we've got two more. I feel like I've already seen all the locations there are to see in terms of like where all the kettles are. Maybe there's more on like the underside that I'm missing. Because there's like a lot of like interconnecting rails. As I said before, Pianta Village style. Pianta Village style. Maybe something over here. Possibly. Definitely something over here. Tumbling splatforms? the tentacles of Fire Emblem Fates. Oh, this one's like another cool sky. Cool wallpaper. See, if I lived in a TV screen world like this, I could make the sky into yaoi. Imagine you can make the sky any picture you wanted. You could just have like a desktop background, but like for life. I don't know what's like changed about me between when I started tonight and like the last couple of stages. I'm kind of going squid mode right now. I'm becoming one with the mind of the Inkling. Nothing down there. I do still need to find the scroll though. Like I said, squid mode! See, before I was a kid, but now I am a squid. I thought these were ink rail targets. There's gonna be some sort of gimmick where they hide the scroll on, like, something beneath or, like, behind one of these in some way or another. I don't know how specifically yet, but it's gonna get me. I'm gonna shake my fist at Nogami. Sky Yaoi does not sound pleasant. That'd be like having the Yaoi Christmas carols as life's soundtrack. Yeah, what about it? And what it's? You got something to say? Whoa. I thought that, like, this giant twirling tentacle was, like, hurtling towards us. I was very afraid. I feel like it's gonna be somewhere in this sequence. That's what I feel like. Like, there's been too many of these to, like, make one lower their guard, which is the perfect time to introduce a C-scroll. That's what I think. Yes! That's actually a lot easier than when I was guessing, but... Find my... Okay. It's Zapfish time. It really is kind of Zapfish time, isn't it? Ooh! I just barely made it onto that one. Even Callie didn't believe in me. Are you gonna do Splatoon 2 Hero Mode and Octo expansion very soon? I did the Octo expansion when it first came out in 2018. Those were also during the bad mic days, so I don't know if I would, like, recommend it if you're interested in seeing it. As for Splatoon 2's single player, maybe sometime way further down the road, when, like, I feel it's been long enough where I feel nostalgic for 2. But I don't see why not. Splatoon 2 single player also has some very tightly designed levels. Is the big fluffy one providing shelter for the little fishy one? Or is the little fishy one manipulating the big fluffy one? We may never know. That's what ukes and semis work. I'm sorry, even for me, that's... These Zapfish really do keep rolling in, though. Let's see... Where could the last one be? I feel like I've already, like, been so thorough. Splatoon 3 is coming out next year hype. Yeah, I mean, my Switch is broken right now, so even if I wanted to do Splatoon 2 right now, I couldn't, actually. But, yeah, I mean, like, I love Splatoon. That's why I'm here playing this right now, but, every time, like, a Splatoon game is, like, new again, I always have, like... It never feels like it in the time, but it always leaves me with, like, warm memories of, like... being in that community. Even though, like, when I stop and think about what I'm saying for, like, a second, the Splatoon 2 community, awesome lore videos aside, is actually kind of full of fucking crazy people. Haven't there been, like, 3 separate people in the Splatoon community who have faked their deaths for attention? But I don't know, just in terms of, like, playing with friends in voice calls, the cycle of, like, the Splatfests and seeing which new maps they'll add, which returning maps there will be, making the cool little, like, Miiverse drawings, seeing other people's Miiverse drawings, stuff like that. It doesn't last for long, but I'm glad that with 3, that I'll have a chance to relive it yet again. Where is this final kettle? Let's see. Well, the gamepad has a map, actually, which is quite nice. There's a map of every single, like, area from an overhead view. And based on, like, the distribution of these kettles, my hunch is that it's, like, somewhere over here. I don't know. Just in terms of, like, where the kettles are concentrated, it feels like there should be one somewhere around here. Maybe, there's one of these that you can only, like, go down, but not come up from, or something like that. That's what I already did. Huh. The one more Zapfish isn't the boss itself, is it? No, the lid is still on. I need one more. Wait a second. I keep, like, trying to find something, like, below me, but maybe the answer is actually above. That could be. Like, maybe 2 of the levels are, like, stacked on top of each other or something? It's worth a look. Wait a second. E3. Splatoon 3. Speaking of, like, warm feelings from Splatoon type, I am so ready for Splatoon dedicated directs. They always have so much to announce with those games. It's so cool. I want to see what weird shape Nogami is going to contort his body into to make himself look like a 3. I'm gonna paint this thing head to toe, and I'm still not gonna find that kettle. So they do sometimes like to hide it, like, in these little, like, halls and alleys. Nothing so far, though. They usually like to give them, like, more dedicated platforms than, like, just these, though. I don't know. And it just was up there, so it's definitely not that. It's not up there. Wait, what? What's going on up there? Maybe that's the next level. Yeah, I feel like everywhere you could hide a level down here, I've already inked. I've got one more theory, but it's kind of a stretch. Because we've previously been introduced to the mechanic of there being, like, invisible paths that you can, like, fill with ink. So what if you just have to, like, fire shit off the ledge and then, like, it'll land on something, and that creates, like, a path to a new level? Like, it could be. Huh. Yeah, I don't think it's this. This is where I came from, I'm pretty sure. Wait a second, what is that? Oh. It was just, like, loading it. Wait a second! Huh. Well, looking down at the gamepad, that is approximately where I was thinking. But, like, on a different floor. I didn't see that at all. Oh, it's the ice cream music again. Guys, are horses real? I don't know what it is, but I always love, like, amusement park themed stages, but, like, with a twist. This is a cool one. Even, like, for as, like, asset reuse-y as these are, which I'm not saying that as a criticism, but just, like, a challenge that you have when that's your approach to design is that, like, you know, making each level, like, visually stand out from one another, that can be kind of tricky sometimes, but I feel like they stuck the landing with this one for sure. Ugh! I think I needed more of a ramp up. Okay, take it easy, take it easy. Smooth moves, WarioWare. I keep, like, giving myself a lot of time to wait, like, on the spreader. But I keep not giving myself a path to actually, like, jump onto. Like, I need to do this in advance. That's the first thing that I need to do. Lots of time in advance. This guy's just, like, watching, waiting. There we go. And that's the scroll. Nice, come on. Like, look at this. That's like literally an Animal Crossing prop. There's like sideways lampposts. I don't know. I'm having a hard time making like any of these jumps with like any clearance to spare. It's like either I don't get it or like just barely, but I can never have like too much safety. Huh? Oh! Interesting. I was about to say, why is she talking like a pirate? I thought you guys were just saying nice things about each other's impressions. Where did the animosity come from? Oh no! I should have just mashed X! Oh, I need to get that though. I was gonna like press on ahead, but I'm gonna have to ride that. Let's see, let's take this spoke. There we go. I don't know why I, like, left my squid form to start shooting. I don't know what I thought was gonna happen. Oh, that doesn't bode well. That doesn't bode well. It's all about the strafe, baby. I don't know why... I don't know, I guess I just don't play shooters often enough for that to be, like, natural knowledge. Did I, like, already do it? This is like such a huge arena, and I just like trivialized it. Alright, okay. Well, I guess in all fairness, there exist levels that are nothing but an onslaught of those enemies, and it is one of the most infamous stages in the Octo expansion, so maybe I should be more careful what I wish for. Whew! Time waits for no. And then we'll never know what that last word was. Well, the good news is that we can finally, do the boss up there now. It's Black Friday every day at the Booyah Base Ultra Mega Hyper Sale. Every deal's a doorbuster. If you want to be the freshest squid in Ingopolis, you cannot miss this incredible shopportunity. Yeah, that. So, and you can, that's just like a jump you can make. No frills, no strings attached. It's just that easy. It's just that vital. Kind of do be a Griffin moment. Okay, there we go. Inkling is on the menu. Now I'm gonna be the next Krusty Sean. Wait a second. Wait a second. I remember this sign. I know what this means. This one I remember. Although perhaps not for good reasons. This one's fucked. This one is so fucked. I'm not looking forward to this one. This one's scary. Look at that thing. Look at that fucking thing. It's so weird. It's so bizarre. Mechanically fun, but like, ugh. And it makes weird noises. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. And then he gets like different teeth, right? Yeah. It's scary, I don't like it. I'm like just barely getting the drop on these. Like, the last possible second I can make a shot. Stop! This one gives me such bad anxiety. Uh-oh. My luck has run dry. Wait, what? What kind of Undertale shit is this? Do I have to make it come for me? Yep, okay, okay. I actually got away from it this time. Good. Good. Good riddance. I do not need the reminder of what just happened in the background. I don't. I don't! Holy mackerel pancakes, Agent 3. You're really good. I've seen better. Fuck you. Fuck you, Agent 2. If you keep this up, we'll find the great Zapfish in no time. That's great and all, but don't forget about the captain. Who? Scritchy Scratch. Who is this? Yahahaha, Inkopolis. Ah, it's the final boss. Give us back the great Zapfish, you jerk. And Captain Cuttlefish. We want him back, too. Inkopolis is mine, yo. Dude, seriously, get your own radio channel. Agent 3, you gotta do something about this guy. And quick. Question, Griffin, would you ever become a VTuber? Griffin, activate the Keaton. I had the same thought, but I can't. I can't. Anti-octopus weapon blueprints. Yeah, okay. I need to have, like, 3 different apps open to make that Keaton work, and I'm not going to do that right now. Although it is Keat Week. Maybe during Galaxy Gallery, I'll bust that out. Oops, I didn't mean to go down the hole! See, if I had, like, a Corrin, there's a word for it besides VTuber. My brain's been poisoned by streamer culture. If I had like a live 2D model of Corrin, maybe then I would like permanently have it on. Griffin McElroy, huge fan! Tyler, shut the fuck up! There was a really good video that Sarah Zed put out recently about like how everybody went to like loving the McElroys to like having turned on them. And it was really interesting because that is like the arc that I went through. I'm not gonna like pretend otherwise, but like, yeah, I don't know, like the Polygon stuff is really all I like knew him for. And I remember everybody being like super into the Adventure Zone and like being really horny for Taco. I'm like, these people are weirdos. And then I was right for thinking that. Like, I had so many people, like, personally recommending the Adventure Zone to me, like, I don't know. But now it's a good thing that I didn't, because my god, what a shit show. Octoling Onslaught. Keaton is his VTuber. I still think Justin is the only one that's still funny to me. Tyler, you say that now, but it's only a matter of time. VTuber culture is weird but interesting. Like, there was this... Hold up. Like I said, the reason that I chose not to do multiplayer is because there's no way to manage chat while having this constant, like, offensive pressure on you at the same time. I am glad that this map did, like, wind up being used in the single-player mode, because, as I said before, I am quite a fan. Okay. See, I think I already know where the scroll is. I'm gonna go there first things first. Naz, I don't think that that's what an ante is. That means a different thing than you think it means. As someone who is, way too online. Here it is. It's an enemy spawn point, which is a cool place for it. But, yeah, I heard about that. That's not really, like, anything that has to do with, like, VTuber culture, though. That just, like, happens with, like, literally anybody that, like, doesn't toe the party line. There's a lot of, like, very specific, like, stances that they have like that. Because that's only, like, one of them. But there's, like... Isn't there something that's called, like, the 13 dotted lines or something like that? Maybe 13 isn't the number, but it's something like that where, like... It's like... The theory, the reasoning behind it is that it's supposed to be, like... recognizing, oh yeah, this is the part of the sea that belongs to China. And, like, what is internationally recognized and what China asserts are two different things. But if you say something that isn't what China wants, then you'll get punished. Which is, you know, the same thing with Taiwan, which is the same thing with, like, everything, so on and so on. I have, like, no idea where I'm even going. Yayer. Yayer? That's how British people say yay. Like, how do I get up there? Oh, there's like a faucet. There's a fountain. I was looking for, like, a launch pad or, like, some sort of key to unlock. I was totally barking up the wrong geyser. The Great Controversy! The 9- line? I think it's also called the 10 or 11 line. The actual group is called the Antes. I don't know if I believe that. This is the sacred text. A 12,000-year-old fossil of a creature with an odd internal skeleton. Its small skull indicates the creature was likely primitive with little intelligence. This specimen appears to have been fossilized in the middle of some kind of ritual. This is gonna be me. This is gonna be me till the end of time. But this is fucked that you, like, if you look, that Pro Controller, and then, like, down on the D-pad and the B button is, like, colored red. And I don't know if that's L or R or ZL or ZR, but if you put in that combination, and then, you know, tie a Wiimote to your Pro Controller with shoelaces, which I did, then you can play Splatoon 1 with motion controls without the gamepad. It's so weird. It's so weird. Isn't there, like, they even made an official, like, press image? Like, a really nice render with, like, very perfect-looking hands. And, like, a very, like, neatly tied shoelace. Like a product marketing photo of the controller being held in that configuration. It's really funny. Delore. No, British people say wah hey. Haven't you played banjo? Well, wah hey is what they say instead of wah hoo. Yayer is different. Please. I have to go against the grain on this. There we go. These spin so fast, it's like hard to like catch up. That's actually just you waiting for them to announce the Switch Pro, but they never will! I've said it before and I'll say it again. You make fun of me now, but I will be proven right. And I want all of you to personally apologize to me when, not if, when that time comes. Just because it wasn't on June 3rd or June 4th doesn't mean it's never gonna happen, okay? Like, this was already something that we were talking about earlier tonight, where I was talking about, like, insofar as, like, the Bloomberg stuff, but, like, I see no reason, even if we're, like, looking at, like, I think it was Emily Rogers, but if we look at that track record, there was another leak that was, like, a couple weeks before that was like, yeah, Labo is pretty much dead, but look forward to one last big announcement. And then, lo and behold, we got Game Builder Garage, right? So just, I think, you know, maybe wait and see. But I think it's pretty likely. I just think it's funny that you thought Nintendo would be nice enough to announce it. I'm not thinking about what's the nice thing for them to do. I'm thinking about what, like, would make sense if I were in their position. Which, of course, I am. My dad works at Nintendo. I just remembered I had a fucking teacher who tried to pull that shit on me once. She was like, yeah, my boyfriend works for Nintendo. And he's working on the latest Mario game, but he's not allowed to say because it's confidential information. And as a kid, I was like, what? Whoa, no way! But now I'm like thinking back to that as an adult. Why the fuck would a teacher say that to somebody? Like, for what reason? Remember, the last Switch Pro rumor just led to a model with better battery life. But this is the thing, is that, like, that's solely the result of shrinking the die size of the chip. Because in terms of, like, nanometers, like, the chip that the Switch uses, the NVIDIA Tegra, that's like a 2013 chip. And, like, aside from Nintendo, there's just, like, not really any other customers for that particular chip. So moving to a smaller, like, more efficient manufacturing size is, like, it would be more of a hassle to not upgrade it at that point. Because it's such, like, an old, like, specific thing, right? But with this, it's, like, it's not just, like, code names being discovered in the Switch OS. There's so much more going for it. There's so many more, like, authentic, trustworthy sources that are all agreeing on what the features are going to be and when they're going to announce it. No matter what anybody says, I am not going to buy a new Nintendo Switch and spend like $100 on a repair, and then they're gonna release the Switch Pro in like a month, and then I'm gonna be like, well, great, what was this for then? You know? I'm a patient person. I waited 2 fucking years for the M1 iPad Pro. I will wait for this. I've got great games lined up that aren't on the Switch, and frankly, Nintendo doesn't have any games that are on the Switch at the moment, so I'll be fine. I gotta go, like, it's spinning away from me, but I need to have it, like, come towards me. But that's hard because this is the only bit that's, like, jutting out. But this is, like, not an inkable surface. It's very weird all around. There we go. There we go. Perhaps, but I don't think that they'll announce it before E3. Tyler, I know you're getting here just now, but I will quickly re-summarize my line of thinking here. Because if they want any third-party developers to announce that their stuff is coming to Switch, but only the more powerful one, which is extremely likely in this new generation, then it makes sense for Nintendo to confirm the existence of the Switch Pro so that at everybody else's E3s, they're allowed to acknowledge the existence of it. Because if they're not, then that gets them into kind of a weird situation. I don't think there's anything down here besides this geyser, but, you know, they're just fun to set off, I think. Okay. Oh, no, it's not steep enough. I missed it. I missed my chance. I was too busy gushing around. Pac-Man World 3 PogChamp. I don't know about that. I don't know if I'd go that far. I'm trying to think, because, like, I've been off for a month, so, like, I have a list of games, but in terms of, like, figuring out what I want to do when, I'm trying to think what I'm doing tomorrow night, and, I could do Superstar Saga, but if we're finishing Splatoon tonight, I might just, like, start something new and then have Superstar Saga as the second game, or vice versa, I don't know. Why are we here? For what purpose do we exist? We must not dwell on these questions. We can merely trust in the will of the universe and spend our days and nights in harmony with the world, celebrating this festival called life. Nothing is funnier to me than reading text like this in the fucking Wii U system typeface. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, Agent 2. No need to remind me. See, Agent 1 and Agent 2 are the nicest chat I'll ever have. And even then, they're kind of salty. They get kind of fresh with me. And I do not mean in the squid way. These seem like so many good places to put a kettle. But there are no kettles to be seen. Perhaps kettles to not be seen. This is a terrible idea. If I do it from down here, maybe it, like, comes down? Oh, yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. We're so high up now. We're, like, slowly ascending compared to all these, like, other areas. Oh! Like, where's that burping coming from? And then it was, like, standing on top of it. Oh, it's another funny carnival one. Oh, the Splat Switch? Guys, the Switch Pro is confirmed! Oh god, I think I remember this one. Isn't this stage, like, really, really long? Or am I thinking of Splatoon 2? There's something that uses this, like, spray switch mechanic. And it's extremely long. Like, there's, like, 3 separate things you have to do. And if you die once, you're in big trouble. Inkzuka? Oh, I'm going for the Inkzuka. You kidding me? Defense? I don't need it. Oh, there's like a small wall, so these guys aren't able to actually go over the ledge. What kind of Ribbon Girl arena is this? Somebody give me the ARMS soundtrack pronto. Nintendo's not that nice or sensical. Okay, fair enough. Now I'm convinced. Now I'm convinced they'll never release anything again. No scrolls yet. It's definitely gonna be like behind something. Like that's probably it right up there. So whatever cube that was on, I have to like find that. Gotta carefully maneuver my way around this though. Ugh, there we go. Those are like very magnetic, so I was kind of freaked out there. Scroll? Scroll, baby. I'm doing great with these tonight. I was thinking of just like maybe giving up on them entirely, but no, I'm doing great. Never mind me. Huh. Is this just like a clear and air? Whoa! I love the way like everything like shifts around. Yeah, it's a really cool concept. Uh-oh. Well, now I've attracted its attention. Uh-oh. I think I've just got to make it to the other side and live to tell the tale. there we go. Now there's a launch pad. I was wondering. Whoa. It's always the stages with like the thin walkways that freak me out the most. I can't stand it. Oh, each side you shoot is like a different like change. A little bit more. There we go. What are you doing up here? This is my route now. Eh? Oh, cool! I wonder if I would have been able to like ink that side and get onto it early without pressing that switch. That's definitely like a speedrunner technique of some kind. Oh god, these things are waking up! Like, I'm terrified, but also that's really cool. Well, what's left? I don't think I have a key. Oh, it fell! Here's the key! Phew! It's like ice cream shit is back. Even the Zapfish doesn't know what's going on. It's like, what is this? This is what's keeping me going, is that they keep, like, teasing me with ice cream. That's my carrot on a stick. From the depths of the sea we emerged long ago, seeking the light of the surface. In search of still greater lights, we now send this message into outer space, sealed in a disk. Perhaps one day we will encounter other intelligent life. That's fucked. The squids are capable of, like, launching shit into space? Have the squids been to the moon? And if so, is the flag still there? This one's kind of like tricky to navigate. You kind of have to like plan out your path and see what connects to what. Eh? More ink, less shrink. Watch for shrinkage. I was in the pool! What could possibly go wrong? Oh god. Oh no, watch for shrinkage. Oh my god. Well, you're lost, buddy. That's your mistake to live with. That's consequences. Yeah, nice try. Nice try. I'm so good at secret finding. That's an early scroll, too. Imagine missing that and then just, like, bumbling around the rest of the level wondering where they hit it. Now, I already found the scroll, but this looks pretty secret-y to me. Ooh, that is a nice reward, actually. Hey, so here's an additional question regarding the way the single-player mode works. I'm not even going to use this. I'm going to be so good at this. And I'm going to be so good at this. Smile. I don't think you can shoot these out of the air, though, which does make it like a little trickier. This one can be tough, because it kind of pulls away from you if you get shot while on it. Okay. No, and now I have an Exuka for, like, who knows what later on. But as far as the single-player mode in Splatoon 1 goes, I know there's a thing you can do to, like, upgrade your weapon. Do you only get that at the end of the campaign, or have I been, like, able to, like, slowly do that throughout the course of the entire thing? Because, like, I think I'm still using the standard loadout right now, aren't I? But you can, like, increase, like, your shot strength and your shot speed and stuff like that, or... Am I thinking of 2 in that regard? Oh, no! That would have, like, fallen through the cracks had I not, like, filled it in. These are some weird orientations. Me at Pride. I'm gonna try and do this without getting any of the enemies again. I got like a taste of that during that like Octo Sniper mission, and now I like can't get enough. This can lead nowhere but towards disaster. Oh, it just gives me another. Alright then. Yeah, just make with the combat. I have a terrible time aiming with these. Because it's like, it's not a reticle, it's like a series of arrows. Moving arrows at that. Yeah, it's kind of overkill. If King Dedede had his own show, I would watch. Thoughts by Naz. He does, and you will. There was a really good, reanimated project of that episode of Right Back At You in particular that was, really, really well done. I wanted to be a part of it at the time, but, I think submissions had closed by then. The customary chorus of Calamari County. Nowadays, this song and dance may as well be carved into the very DNA of all Inklings. It began as a way to celebrate and show respect for the bounty of the sea. Oh, wait a second! Isn't there, like, an Easter egg in Splatoon 1? Oh my god! There's an Among Us in the corner! Isn't there a Easter egg in Splatoon 1 where if you're trying to join, like, a lobby and it asks you to enter in the pin number, the noise that it makes when you move the cursor from number to number, there's, like, a certain path you can follow that does, like, the da-da, 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 da-da-da-da, da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. I have no idea what that is. But I think I remember seeing something about it at the time, and everyone was, like, popping off. How much higher do I need to get here? I feel like I'm already out of, like, kettles to find. Maybe I'm, like, creating a path back for myself? That's exactly what this is. This is just to make backtracking easier, if this isn't the last one. Which I don't think it is. I think there's, like, something else I forgot down there. Far-flung flutters. One track I'll always love to hear is the To Be Continued track from this game. It's so groovy for being only 7 seconds long. By To Be Continued, do you mean, like, the game over music? What do you mean? What is To Be Continued? Look at the gamepad. There have been maps for every single one of these stages? I was only ever using it in multiplayer. Oh, this makes navigating things so easy, and it updates at 60 FPS. It's the name of the track when you get the Zapfish. Oh, you mean the theme that plays when you clear a stage? It's like a fun little sting, I guess. Yeah, you gotta, like, lure it away, and then you can get the key from, like, behind. And then I bring it this way. Oh, and it even shows you, I mean, I'm looking at the key spot right now. But I prefer seeing just, like, a location on the map and figuring out my own way to it than having, like, a really obvious arrow. This is, like, such a nice utility, and I haven't been using it this entire time. Because Splatoon 2 has, like, trained the gamepad liking out of me. Uh-oh. It sucks having to re-ink these paths constantly, too, because the flutters will keep repainting it. There we go. No, the little fishies you get at the end, those are called Zapfish, I'm pretty sure. There we go. Alright, so... If the British Wahoo is Wahey, and the British Yay is Jaeger, what is the British Whoopee? Because that's what the squid just said. Yeah, nice try. Okay, now, can we all get along? I got surrounded by 3 at the same time. Where's the key? They call it Whooper. But it's Tuesday, not Wednesday. Does 86 1003? Oh god, I thought it was gonna turn right. I wonder if that's like an Easter egg of some kind. Yes. Whew. Wait a second. I'm seeing, yeah, I'm gonna say, I'm seeing exclamation marks coming up here. I don't know about that one. This seems like a good path here. There's only this one guy here. Take it nice and easy. Ignore the fact that I just got noticed. Wait for this guy to turn. Okay. I didn't know if it was gonna be like 90 degrees or 180 degrees. I'm like, okay, maybe. Maybe you have an exit plan here, Griffin. Oh, it's one of these. This is already the last checkpoint? Oh god, where is there an Octo Sniper? Oh, they're moving now. That's cool. Like, just, you got all this, like, weirdly shaped cover. That's fun. Wait, that's the key? Oh, okay. I'll take it, sure. Yeah, and I saw this on the map earlier, that there was a second key here. Nice. See, they bothered to, like, model a hole in the roof of that one. Hold up. That's so cool. I love when they hide shit like that. See, this is what I'm asking about upgrades, though, is because as of now, I'm getting all these, like, egg thingies. For, like, what reason exactly? What am I, like, able to spend them on, if not upgrades, over the course of the playthrough? We've got, like, one more Zapfish. If it's not up here and I have to go back down, maybe it is a good idea to, like, go back to the first area to see if there are upgrades. Uh-oh. Well, that might be exactly what I'll do then, if I'm already above here. Let's see. The entrance should be here, because that's World 2, and then this is World 1. Like, isn't there like a starting area, and then there's like a little chest that you can go to? Like something that you can like customize your... Oh my god. What the fuck? I did not know that this was here before. Oh, that's terrifying. I hate that. Did you hit plus? You know, like how it says in the corner, upgrade gear. Oh! But yeah, this is what I was totally talking about, though. You can increase the rate fire. Yeah, all the things that I was just talking about. Finally, a bell. Well, didn't have to go all the way here, but aren't you able to, like, tap any of these things to, like, super jump? You can, yes. So that's World 2. I think this center one is the last area. No, that's World 1. Is this World 5? Gringo. Okay, well. We've still got one more of these to find, but I'm not exactly sure where to look yet. Just gonna have to explore the good old-fashioned way. God, that makes such a difference. See, in Splatoon 2 then, in Splatoon 2 it's like a crate at the very start that you have to go to. This much I know. I've never played this game, by the way. I'm just able to read. Don't. Just because it's true doesn't mean you have to say it. Like, no one's asking you to, like, add that last little part in. Well, I already have this shortcut to get all the way back up to the top, which is very handy, but... I'll have to see if I can, like, scope anything out from up here or not. Wait, I think I see it. If I bring us over... These fans go so much faster now that the rate of fire is increased. Like, it gets, like, a lot of momentum. I think I see it right there. Ringo. It was too tempting, I'm sorry. It's been a month. I've deprived you of Griffin bullying. I can only imagine what you guys have been doing in the meantime. That you have that in your souls, that you need to take that out on somebody, whether or not I'm around to take it. Oh, you can't go around these. Oh man, these guys are gonna start going so much faster though now. And the bosses too, my god. Like, all things considered, this is gonna be a pretty short mission if this is all I have to do. But it's not scroll-worthy. Maybe this is where I gotta go. No? Maybe up here. There it is, baby. Oh! I've been revealing myself! I gotta remember to stay hidden. Oh, I meant to get that. Yeah, I don't think you're safe from an aim strike if you hide under— Well, I just lost the armor. Great. Alrighty, let's get this over with! Before I embarrass myself any more than I need to. I love, like, the mask design, or these goggles or whatever. That's gonna be me when Apple finally releases the AR headset. This Octarian is apple cut as fuck. Yeah, where to go now, huh? I'm gonna get you so soaked. Yeah, those balloons actually don't get you much coverage. They're mainly for the enemies, not for the ground. I wish I had pointed this out before I, like, got rid of the last one of these things that there will ever be, but, like, they kind of make squeaky toy noises when they're flying. And you know me, that's, like, my favorite, like, dumb little sound effect in the world. I didn't even get to point it out. You guys will have to... you have to watch the vibe. Oh, my beloved Judd. It seems the day has finally come. This capsule is designed to remain cryogenically sealed for 10,000 years. Goodbye, my perfect little kitty cat. May your meows echo through the ages. It is kind of terrifying to think that, like, if Judd is a normal cat, then why are they like that? Just thinking out loud, just asking for a friend. So that's the shortcut back. Where is the way to the kettle that I just activated? I think it's this. Yeah, there's a launch pad on it, but you can't really see that from, like, beneath. It's like a very flat landmark. Let's finish this. Enter the Octobot King. Well, it's like getting wobbly with it. I mean, that's like a cool animation, but I don't see why it needed to go anywhere. I thought the point was that I was traveling by being evaporated. This makes flight kind of redundant, I think. Stay back, Agent 3! It's a trap! If I saw that capsule, I'd throw it into the chasm. Figures. But we don't have a choice. This is such a difference. I'm glad I went back for it, though. Before this. I can do that. Oh, these were the floating tentacles from earlier. I didn't recognize that they were speakers. Oh, but that's clever because it's like the suction cups or like the woofers. Yeah, haha. I'ma remix your face. It has been so long since I heard this original... Oh, and I love me the Sting samples. Always. This is so weird to be playing in 2021. It's such a good final boss, though. Oh no, I know it's gonna be this! The little sunglasses! These motherfuckers. See, they send, like, the little guys after you while you're trying to hold it back. It's tricky. It's tricky. Slimy little hipster. What was it with Nintendo games in, like, 2011 to 2015 being, like, super against hipsters? It makes you wonder, like, what kinds of, like, little pop culture localization jokes that they'll add to, like, today's games that will age in another, like, 5 years, right? Like, I remember them talking, like, endlessly about hipsters in Sticker Star. They called everybody a hipster as an insult in that game. And hey, I thought it was funny at the time. But also, if I saw, like, 13-year-old me, or however old I was when that game came out, I would beat the shit out of myself. Like, I liked it at the time, but I was also cringe at the time, so I wouldn't trust my own, like, opinions. There's a scroll in this stage? They don't let up. Ooh, that was lucky. I just get, like, to waste that as a freebie. Okay. I mean, I can just, like, throw a bomb if I wanted. Yeah, let's, like, ink more of this, actually, though. Let's, like, get, like, more coverage to move more smoothly. Peep this! $19 Fortnite card. Who wants it? Yeah, I don't think so. No specials for you. It actually does detonate when it hits. You can't handle my spicy wasabi beats. Oh, fists? I wasn't paying attention to, like, the boss. I'm just, like, figuring out the level here. I think you do have to, like, drive him back further before you're, like, allowed to move, though. Yeah, there's, like, a force field if you get too close. If you try to advance in the level, just, like, to go around him, you can't. Yeah, so your progress in the level is, like, specifically tied to deflecting those attacks, which is obvious. I don't know why you didn't say that before. Or observe it, rather. Because that's, like, the whole point. But I guess that's the first time that I've been, like, explicitly reminded of it. Yeah, I would go for, like, one more pushback before I move to the next platform. It's too soon. This is not a good idea, actually. It's, like, nothing but ground that can give out from underneath. I'm cool with, like, keeping it from a distance, though, because the fists can still get me. And I think the longer range means that I have more time to counter, too. Nice. That felt good to use, like, offensively. But I don't want to get mashed up! Oh, God. Oh? The curve? Oh, no, I'm losing my armor. No, 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 no! This is not going well. This is taking a dark turn. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Whew! That was a tough one. That was not an easy round. Octo torpedoes? Oh god, there's more of these things even now. Usually it's one or two, now it's like double. There we go, there's the rest of the level. Oh god, now we have invisible paths. It's so satisfying to see all the little, like, level gimmicks that you've been introduced to over the course of the game, like, recontextualized in this manner. Like, it's all being used, like, to become the boss arena. Yeah, we got these, we got geysers. I don't think there's, like, a single mechanic that's left out. So maybe those switch bridges, but that's not really a platform type. They implemented all the ones worth implementing, I think is the better way to put it. There we go. What? Oh, God. This is getting a little too close again. I don't know how I feel about this. This is not a lot of room to work with. But I do have this, which does make it really easy to clear these out of the way. But I also don't have much room with these either. There we go. Now I've got room. Now I've got some breathing room. Ooh, but it is like a narrow corridor shape, so those can still, like... Those killer whales can really be a problem. Ah. To drop this sea bass. Give me a fucking break. Knock it off with the killer whale. I can't stand that. It drives me crazy, my god! Okay, I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. He's like mumbling. Eh. What's this? Where's my beats? This game reads like it was written in fucking 2005, let alone 2015. Is he firing his laser? Oh, I have to turn my head. Agent 3, can you hear our song? Radio override activated. Huh? Kinda true, though. That heavenly melody. It's the one and only Squid Sisters! Don't you ever worry your granddaughters like that again. Agent 3, take care of Gramps for us, Kay? Final push! Charge! Oh, this rules. Remember when the world was introduced to this for the first time? This still pops the fuck off. I don't care what anyone says. Ooh, too close. Back it up, back it up, back it up. I wasn't watching with the force field at all. I was too distracted. Marie told me to charge, and I had no choice but to listen because I love the Split Sisters. No balloon here either. That was kind of handy before, but I'm just gotta get the job done with my bare hands. That's gonna come in handy. I love those poses he does on those beats. This game did a lot of like cool stuff with just like choreographing character animation to the music. I remember in the olden times, in the before times when they did Splatfests, that I thought it was really cool that like Callie and Marie actually had like routines in the plaza when they were like up on stage. I thought it was cool when Callie and Marie, end of statement, actually. Alright, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got for me? Oh god, it's even narrower now. I was just commenting earlier about how like that last platform was kind of tough for killer whales. Now it's like, there's very, very little room to maneuver. About as little as there can be, actually. Hi, Gramps. I'ma dub stomp you into oblivion! He is kind of firing his laser, though. So actually, all this, like, cringe 2015 memes is okay. Paid love doing this bit? Oh no, so sad. Crossfade to black. This dude talks like the nerf this shit. Wow. Okay, it's late, but we've got a midnight news flash. Wait, what's going on? What time is it? The Green Zapfish is back on Inkopolis Tower! Whoa, for serious? That's a shocker. Where was it anyway? I guess we'll never know. Well, hey, at least it's back now. Yeah, let's rock. At this hour? Why not? Oh, and then I can squirt. I mean, oh, but there's no gyro controls. I'm cool with that. No, get out of here. Go away. Hate the Squiffers. Anyways, that was Splatoon 1 story mode. Holds up a lot better than I remember it doing. I love all these little doodles. The Splatoon art team fucking rules. They got exactly the right people to work on this. Like, this really, really makes me appreciate, like, I can't believe it's been... I feel like this with so many, like, recent Nintendo happenings, but they simultaneously feel, like, so recent and so far away at the same time. You know what I mean? Time to take a piss! Yeah, it's gonna be really cool looking back again in, like, a year. When Splatoon 3, when I'm looking at the Splatoon 3 credits, doing the same thing, I'm gonna have these thoughts, but like even more intense. And we're gonna have like new Splatoon music to listen to. Oh, it's gonna slap so hard, you guys. That's a funny one. I like this one up here. I don't know, it's just such a unique flavor, and I love the taste. Accused of Drinkos Inkos, I love the taste. I forgot about this credits theme. I'm popping off to this right now. Look at this one. That's so funny. There is not a single doodle I have seen from the Splatoon art team that, like, does not fucking rule. That's cute. Yes, I'm their friend. Oh, they've taken over the stage. I don't even have anything to say. I'm just, like, quietly enjoying this. The squids. Why do these ones have, like, those faces? Oh, I thought that was, like, Petey Piranha. I was about to freak out. God, 2015. Hero suit replica acquired. Look like a hero online. Oh, for how much longer though? See, now we're talking. Look like a horror online. No, we won't. No more music. Still no Angopolis update. That's bizarre. But they must have switched stages since the last time I've, like, fired this up. It's been... let me see how long I've been up. Yeah, for more than 2 hours. Maybe it's every 3 hours the Splatoon 1 maps update? I forget. It's so weird to think that this, like, this was a time before Salmon Run. Just think about that. Like, there's no other thing to do in the hub besides go into that building. It's crazy. I wonder what kinds of new innovations we'll see with 3. That'll be like, wow, I can't believe we lived like that in Splatoon 2. It's just such a cool world to come back to every now and again. And even though we're getting Splatoon 3, I feel like whatever they're doing with, like, the post-apocalyptic shit, I mean, it remains to be seen whether or not I'll be open to it. As of now, I'm kind of on the fence, leaning towards not into it. Like, this is the shit that I'm here for. But we'll see. You know, this game has won me over in so many ways. I think I trust. Wait a second. I remember this. You can hop on these things. This is the best part. This is the best part. Yeah, for a little two-parter, I think this was a fun revisit. But for now, that was Splatoon 1. I don't know if I'll do, like, more multiplayer streams of this, like, anytime sooner or later, but I had a fun time with this. And, like, we never got a chance to do all, like, the classic stages from Splatoon 1 that I missed so dearly. Such as Flounder Heights. Let me actually see what's in rotation right now, because I wasn't, like, really paying attention to the news update. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? No Flounder Heights. All right. I was thinking maybe. But maybe another time. That gives us a reason to come back. But for now, that was Splatoon 1 for tonight. Coming up next is finally Metroid Prime. But until then, BRB.